So today I'm making these pumpkin snack cakes from this book called The Taste of Home Ultimate Baking Cookbook. And I got this book some weeks ago at a bookstore down in the Flatlands. Actually, it was in Calistoga, which is a cute little tourist town. They have a bookstore named Copperfield's there. And obviously I went to the clearance place and I thought I would just get a good baking cookbook and sort of a modern one and just work out of that. So far I've made the banana bread and I made the oatmeal cookies. They both came out good. So I'm going to be making this pumpkin snack cake because I do have 1 cup of pumpkin left from that original huge pumpkin I had, and I have pumpkin seeds. I have all the ingredients. I also want you to notice what I'm wearing. First summer dress of the season. This video is part of a collaboration named Flour It Up. It's hosted by Martin Midlife Misadventures, Ashley and Amy, and it's all about using flour to make all sorts of things. Baked goods, anything that has flour in it. So this seemed to fit the bill. The new videos come out every Friday, and you can go to Martin Midlife Misadventures community page to see the updated playlist. Ashley herself is a brilliant baker, and I have learned so much from her, so it's worthwhile to check it out just for the great things that she makes. So let's get started. I'm not sure what size pan I'm going to need yet. It says 8 inches. I'll have to see what I have that's 8 inches, but this is a small recipe. It just calls for a cup of flour and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the dry ingredients first. As I mentioned, 1 cup of flour, and this is just regular white flour. 1/2 teaspoon baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. 1 tablespoon cocoa. Now it says, not coming out, it says 1 tablespoon baking cocoa. I don't know what the difference is between that and this. This is from Trader Joe's. I'm going to give this a whisk, get all the ingredients well incorporated, and we'll go right now and do our wet ingredients. I have to go into voiceover right now, so I've just added 3/4 of a cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of softened margarine. The recipe calls for butter, but I'm using margarine because I'm making it for a friend who has a dairy allergy. I don't have a microwave anymore, so when I want to soften butter or margarine, I just put it in a sunny window or on the preheating oven. So I just took it out of the mixer. It's about as mixed as it's going to be, and I'm going to crack an egg now. As soon as the egg's in there, I'm going to put it back in the mixer. Meanwhile, I've preheated the oven to 350. Here's what it looks like out of the mixer with the egg added. The next thing I'm going to do is put it back in the mixer with the dry ingredients. The last ingredient you add is the pumpkin. After taking it out of the mixer, it's really thick, so it's going to need that cup of pumpkin puree. So I'm putting it in right now, and it's set to fold it in, so I'm not putting it back into the mixer. I'm just going to do it manually. The pumpkin has definitely loosened up the batter, but it's still very thick. I found the right size dish, 8 inches, and I'm going to line it with parchment paper. I don't use a lot of disposables, but parchment paper is definitely a non-negotiable for me because I just hate spending hours scrubbing stuff up. So I'm going to line it like that and then put my batter in. The batter definitely has a thick brownie type consistency, so I'm just going to spread it out with a spatula until it fills the pan. I'm going to be reusing the bowl already because I'm going to create the topping right now, which I'm going to put right on the batter before baking. So we're going to start off with 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. I'm using the mini size. Also 1/2 cup of salted pumpkin seeds or pepitas. I got these pumpkin seeds at Costco recently. and 1 tablespoon sugar. This looks like a lot of topping for the cake size, and if there's too much topping, it's not going to stick to the batter while it's baking and will fall off. So I'm going to put on as much as I think it can bear, and then the rest I'll set aside. So I'm going to mix that up and start putting it on top of the cake. I still think it looks like a lot, but we'll give it a try. I always like to try the original ingredients whenever I'm doing a new recipe, and we'll just see how this does. I'm just going to sprinkle it evenly over the top of this batter. This seems to be about all that the batter can take, so I'll put a spoon or two more on that and just set the rest aside for trail mix or something. Well, here it is. It smells amazing. The directions said 25 minutes. I had it in about 45 minutes, even though the oven was preheated. It was hard for me to tell if it was done or not because I put a knife in there, and because of the chocolate chips on top, made everything kind of wet. So I made an executive decision and took it out. And I'll let it cool for a little while and give it a try. I'm hoping it's good because I'm going someplace tonight and I'm supposed to bring something. So this would be a great thing to take. Well, as you can see, I gave this a try and I have nothing but praise. Absolutely delicious. Wonderful texture, flavor. The chocolate chips on top gives it a nice gooey effect on the top, and I love the crunch and the saltiness of the pumpkin seeds. This is a great way to get rid of some extra pumpkin puree. As you know, I had that huge pumpkin I was working my way through, and this is so good. I'm going to be taking some pizzas of this tonight. I'm going to a little event, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.